Hello and welcome to episode 18 of the Road to Champions League Glory with Bishops Stortford. Today is an FA Cup third round special. So that means we've been able to get through the first two rounds of the cup competition so far. Let's have a little look who we played against. So, our first game was against Burton, where we drew 0-0 in the first game, but we were able to beat them 3-2 on the replay. Then we came across our ground sharing rivals Stevenage, and we were able to conquer them 2-1 away from home, technically, but we do share the same ground, so it doesn't matter. So that means today's game is against Everton in the third round of the FA Cup. We'll be playing at Goodison Park. They're still in the Premier League. Hopefully, give us a bit of gate money because obviously we share it. We might have a chance about beating them as well. You never know. So let's have a little look since you were last with us when we played Bradford. So we played Bradford and lost 2-1 unfortunately. Then we lost 2-0 to Wycombe. But we were able to conquer that back and beat Bury 1-0. Then Walsall 3-2. Then a bit of an inconsistent bit of form as you can see. Swindon we lost 3-1 to. They were top of the league at this point as well. I'm very jealous of their attendance as well. Then we beat West Ham in the Checker Trade. Lots of fans turned out to see that. So that meant we were 3-3 in the Checker Trade Trophy. Then we came across Port Vale and beat them 4-1. Then we lost to Millwall drew 1-1 with Burton and lost 3-1 to Millwall in the league. Beat Southend 3-0. Beat Cambridge in the Checker Trade second round. Yeah, second round in that one. We beat them 1-0 due to an Adam McCourt goal. Then we were able to beat Chesterfield 5-2. Lost unfortunately to Cheltenham 1-0, who came up last year with us. Bit of a shame. Then we beat Peterborough, and recently we've beaten Rotherham 4-2. So that leaves us in 9th position. But if you look at the points in this league, we've got a game in hand on these teams above us. And if we win that game in hand, that puts us third. Because this league is very, very tight. We are currently 11 points off top with a game in hand, so that could be down to 8 with only 25 games played, which is great because we were further away last season. So we've still got a chance. But then you look, there's not much difference in these points. There's no one really. Okay, Port Vale and Southend slipped a little bit recently, but Mansfield are third from bottom on 28 points, are only 11 points off third place. The league is very, very, very tight. I've never been in a league this tight. Like, there's no one really losing it at the bottom. Like, losing a lot of games. And Portsmouth, okay, have had a recent bit of good form and gone on a bit of a stretch. But they're not miles away yet. They're not miles away yet. They have been able to get a good streak on us, but we've still got a chance of keeping up with them. Obviously, we've scored a few more goals recently. Our goal difference is going up steadily, but we do need to make that go up more. So let's have a quick little look at how the squad are looking. So if we just click straight onto goals, Klisic is on 10. Garner, who's currently injured today, which is a bit unfortunate, he's on 7 out of 11 starts and 2 substitution appearances. Nova's banged in 5 as well. Frano's got a 4 from the midfield. Trazan's been able to pick up a few goals as well. The bit that is kind of disappointing me a little bit is how we're not getting that many assists. Okay, so Facey, there's no one out there that's getting like 10, 15 assists. We are in January. We'd rather have people. We need to be hitting people in double figures at this point. So we got Gormley, who's wanted by a few clubs. It was Reading, it was Norwich as well. I don't want to sell him. I desperately don't want to sell him. I want to keep him because I think he's going to be a player that can stay with us for a long, long time. So I've rejected an offer from Reading worth 750k already. We don't need the money right now. I feel we don't need the money. Unless the board accept it, then we'll move from there and go from there really. Average ratings, Nugget's been playing very well recently. Johnny Hurt's been playing well when he comes in. Will Nightingale's done a really good job. Oxborough has played well when he's playing. Juve is probably the star man of the team because he's been playing the most games and he's got the highest rating. But you've got a few good ratings from the rest of them behind them. So we're doing alright there. Check a trade. If you look at that, we are in the next round, the third round, where we're going to play Arsenal under 23s. Arsenal under 23s are pretty good. They've got some good little stars. Well, I'm expected to be knocked out in that one. So that's probably that one over and done with. League, obviously we've got that one, and now we've got Everton today. So let's go on to the squad and let's work out what we're doing. So it's a bit of a change in tactics. Okay, we've gone from the 4-5-1 to a 4-4-2 standard. This is mainly because to exploit the positions that we're strong in, which is the wings, I wanted to kind of bulk up a little bit and try to see if I could put two up front, see if we could score more goals that way, and it has helped. The average ratings have gone up massively, and actually, it's kind of a bit of a mix between playing the 3 at the back, so 3-4-3, and the 4-4-2. I've kind of taken ideas from this and put it into a 4-4-2 formation, and I've also stolen ideas from this as well, except instead of having inside forwards that are going to cut in, I've got wingers that are going to bomb on, and hopefully, well, we're looking for overlap, and we're going to change today to put in low crosses. So we're bombing it in and we're going to be crossing it in. Obviously I haven't got the flanks on yet. I don't know whether to do this, okay? And we're also fairly narrow. I'm still fiddling with this tactic to see how it works. We don't keep as much possession as normal. We don't keep as much possession, so that is one worry. But this is my possession-based one where we counter them. So this one is a little bit different. Obviously the 3-4-3 is just all-out attack, more or less. We've got three up front. But we're going to go into the game and see how it goes. So let's just go through the team. So in goal we got Dayan, right back Facey, Juve and Nightingale in the middle. Then we got Adam on the left, Drazan left wing, Garvan in the middle with Mike Nugget. He's on very, very good form at the moment. He's only played a few games, but he's on good form, so we're going to keep him in the team. He deserves a spot in the FA Cup game. On the right, Gormley is a little bit unhappy at the moment, but hopefully that might not affect his game. Fingers crossed. Nova up front with Klicic. I'm going to get his name right at some point. Then on the bench, we've got Joe Day, El Cessio, Jonathan Benteke, Tom Hitchcock, Louis Naitanga, Doherty, and Alban. So one thing I'm going to do actually is take off Alcessio and put on a centre mid position. I'm gonna put Oxborough on. Okay. If you look, Gavin Hoy's not played very many games since we've changed his formation. Bit of a shame. Frano's not playing today, mainly because Nugget did, so that gives him. And Joe Garner's out injured. Pavel is also wanted, and he wants to move, so he's going to probably leave in January. We are in January. We will be looking at trying to sell a few players. So let's go into the game. We are obviously not favourites. They are 6-1, 1-6 favourites in this game. We are 10-1. So it's going to be a bit of a competition between Juve and Lukaku. They've still got Lukaku. Let's see what team they've got lined up. So this is 4 years in the future. So if we have a look, got a few people we recognise: Okore, Funes Mori, Aki, Balassi, MacArthur, Delafeu, Lukaku, Caicedo. Then on the bench you got Borthwick Jackson, Cleverly. How was he a professional footballer? I have no idea. I don't recognise any of the others, but obviously you've got Joel as well. So they're playing 4-4-2 as well as us. So let's show that we've got faith in the team. And just keep our fingers crossed and see if we can pull out a game, really. One thing I'm going to do is just reduce the speed for you guys. And the goals, put the replays. Just because I put it on quick when I'm offline. So they're on the attack straight away. Hopefully we'll be able to pick the ball up quickly. It's never good that there's highlights straight away. So okay guys, that skips on, which is always good. performance today would be nice. A result would be even better. Balassi's bang one in from the edge of the box. So the result is looking in doubt straight away. You got to realise these are also top. These are in the Prem. Obviously, we played Man United back in season 1 in the FA Cup 4th round. It'd be ideal if we can get through to that 4th round because it gives us a bit of money. But realistically, we are what we are. We're a League One side. You look at Bradford last year. I double checked their run last year as well, and they didn't play any Prem clubs all the way through their run. So they were lucky to get through to the final. Didn't play any Prem clubs all the way through. So that's kind of why they got there. I don't think we're going to do it today or this season. Lukaku goes, Dejan comes out and picks it up. So he's dropped it short. And Delafeu, I've been raving about Juve all season, and he's now just gone and scored an own goal. I think he's trying to concentrate too much on Lukaku, and unfortunately he's put it in the back of his net. One of those things, I guess. As long as it doesn't knock his confidence too much, I'm not going to give him a rinse in for it. He's a good player. He's our best player by a long way. I think it was a bit of a steal to get him in. If you look at the stats, though, we've had 5 shots to they're 1. So if we can get a goal back before half time, it'll make it interesting, make it a good cup tie, which is what you want. Goodison Park. Get them a little bit worried. Calcedo's in, and that's a miss, gone wide with that. He should have really done better. That was a clear-cut chance for them. We've had 5 shots, 5 long shots. Not ideal, which is not looking good, so we'll probably have to... Oh, we're in here. Nova's in. Oh, he's missed! Clear-cut chance, and Nova has missed it. That was our first clear-cut chance of the game. Was our first non-long shot. And unfortunately, he's put it wide. Not great, because if we'd have put that in, it'd have been 2-1 going into half-time. It'd have been great. Been able to put a bit of pressure on them. At the moment, still 2-0. We can't really do much. It's a bit unfortunate, really. Delafeu is going to probably cross this in. Calcedo, and front post, goal, 3-0. What a difference a goal makes. 2-1 to 3-0 would have been massive. We'd have given ourselves a chance, but unfortunately now we haven't. So 3-0. It's gone in near post. Dejan could have probably done better near post, but we're so worried about probably Lukaku that everyone kind of slacks off the rest. Right. I've left it to you, Anne. He said we had a good first half. Yeah, that's not great. We didn't have a good first half. Why didn't I take that turn to her? Okay, so I'm going to try to recoup a few of them. Saying you weren't bad. Just kind of go from there. That's not great when you see a lot of reds. But we'll see what we can do, really. Garvan into Nova, and the highlights over. So Nova's not playing great. Probably looking at taking him off. Give Tom Hitchcock a game. See if he can do anything. Oxborough can come on for Nugget. And the other thing as well, which I'll need to do, is look at the instructions. We are going to work the ball into the box. We're not going to exploit the middle, we're going to exploit the flanks. We're not going to play out of defence. We're going to go really wide. We're going to increase the tempo. We're not going to do low crosses, we're going to do whipped crosses. We're basically going to see how that goes, really. See if those changes make any difference in the last 5 minutes. To be fair, this tactic's done alright in the league. I think it's just unfortunate that today hasn't really performed. We had that chance to make it 2-1. We've had a lot of long shots. Garvan's going to take a corner. Klisic. Oh, just over. The main thing we got to think about today is the money. Unfortunately, that's how it's going to be. We're playing Everton away. Let's think of how much money we can get from it, really. So if we can gain a bit of income from this, then we can take that as a bonus. Could help us transfer market. We're going to be looking at trying to bring in a few players in January. To do that, we're going to have to sell a few players as well, just to basically get rid of the dead wood. Obviously helps that contracts, good save by Dayan, contracts are running out in the summer to players that I signed back in the conference national, so they'll probably be leaving in the summer. Some nostalgic ones that I will like to keep, but some ones I probably won't. And Lukaku has got his goal for the day. 4-0. 4-0 Everton. So Lukaku was always going to get a goal in this game. I'm surprised Everton have been able to keep him for 4 seasons. He's a very good player in FM, and he's always wanted by a lot of clubs. Can we get a consolation goal? No, we can't. So it's over, 4-0. Big defeat for us. Let's have a little team talk with the boys. I don't really know what to say. You were underdogs and you gave it your best. Good effort. Yeah, that didn't really work. We were underdogs. We did give it our best. They didn't play very well. So, a bit of a knock. But if you look, morale's not been knocked too badly. We got a few frustrated ones, a few uninterested ones. I guess. I don't really know what I could have said there that would have worked. But we move on. So we're in the first week of January now. Next time you'll be with us, we'll probably looking at about beginning of March. So it'll probably be round about here. I promise I won't do a Bradford one again. We'll probably be looking around March time, depending on where teams are in the league. It might be later end of March, beginning of April, just before the nitty gritty starts with the last fixtures. As you can see, the league is tight. I don't know where we'll be come 2 months time. It's still in our hands, I feel. It's still in our hands. So we're going to move on from there, okay? So thanks for pressing play, and I will see you again soon.